Wonderful. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is ONPASSIVE Singapore, Passion Global, and indeed, we are on the humanitarian train and we are taking off. Let's go. Tonight's theme is basically developing a mindset for humanity. It's all for humanity. ONPASSIVE is created to make the world a better place, uplifting humanity. And tonight the agenda is, yes, we're going to touch a little bit about ONPASSIVE, the updates, and then we share one another here about developing a positive mindset. Or some of the heroes here, founders, heroes, share with us how you pull through the last 4 years. And to set our mind going as to how and what we can share, it's about managing mindset, about waiting. Some of us have been here for 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, or even 6 months. And how do you manage the waiting? Talk about that. Were there times of disappointment? Were there times where you felt like giving up, and how you manage that? And what is ONPASSIVE in the view of what has happened? November, ONPASSIVE was launched alongside World Cup. And then we have end of December, the beta testing. And then, of course, this month, Dubai Metro Station. We have that right to the naming of ONPASSIVE in one of the Dubai Metro Station. So with all this happening, how credible is ONPASSIVE? How credible? As we heard, there are some people still not convinced with all that is happening. But what about some of us? Share with us, how credible is ONPASSIVE now to you? And as what the text is saying here, point number 3, the apples are not here yet, but the train, the station, it's for humanity. What do you think we should do to prepare ourselves to make the world a better place? So let's start. Let me share this 2-minute video of what we did, what Mr. Ashmufara did for us in January.
Welcome. It's good to see every one of our ONPASSIVians. Breaking news for 2023. I know everyone is wondering what is happening and how great it is. Yes, we have just begun, and yes, we will keep growing. Your next stop is ONPASSIVE. Our ONPASSIVE station in Dubai is on Google Maps. 180 nationalities, over 200 million riders yearly, 700,000 daily passengers traveling through the station, 1,000 map signs, 900 digital screens, 125 fully automated trains, 53 stations. ONPASSIVE most giant sign on the metro station can be seen from Sheikh Zayed Road, the biggest and most traffic road that connects all 7 states. We are now a landmark on the planet in Dubai. This will generate a lot of traffic to ONPASSIVE, a marketing machine around the clock in a clever way. ONPASSIVE is a fact. In stone, we are the one company that has the Internet City Stop Station. ONPASSIVE company has signed an agreement with RTA to have the name ONPASSIVE for the next 10 years, which is in line with our vision and the government. Located between the green and red line systems, it's the most modern station in the world. ONPASSIVE Metro Station 29. This partnership comes after the naming of the entering the 4th industrialization revolution of the world. We were competing with giants in the market, and lots of papers and background checks had to be done as we partner with the Dubai government. We are owning the naming rights to Station 29 for the next 10 years. Full inside and outside branding, full station wrap, digital bridge, and pillars. 2 days ago, the Operation Fortune movie director Guy Ritchie was in Dubai Mall for their premiere, and the indirect marketing was amazing. Everyone took selfies with their favorite stars with ONPASSIVE marketing in the background. We are choosing strategic spots, we have done the research, and we are logically planning with purpose the marketing strategy to position our brand around huge work to get here and to keep being creative. Another main factor we are about to launch is serving people. Serving humanity will be the message coming out to the world. We are marketing against the biggest of the biggest companies.
Yes, as I said, the next big thing to share with the world is that is a message for the people. So here, will ONPASSIVE keep growing? Yes, it will keep growing as we have just started, but we will continue to grow. Our ambition has no limits, and we have the rights for the next 10 years, the naming rights of this station for the next 10 years with RTA Dubai. It is the biggest takeover of all time. ONPASSIVE, as just now the video says, is a fact. It's on stone. The biggest takeover of all time of this busiest metro station in Dubai. As you can see, we are on the map, and on this, close to this palm, the Palm Jumeirah. And of course, we also have our offices in Burj Khalifa floors 151 and 134. So here, if you Google ONPASSIVE, we are on the map. The biggest, largest structural wrap on Sheikh Zayed Road. What else can you ask? Let me run down again of what that video says and what this station is providing. 200 million yearly riders on this station, on this train. 700,000 daily riders, 180 nationalities. This statistics is only 2022. This year, these numbers may go up too. So last year, 180 nationalities go through this station, 125 fully automated trains, 900 plus digital screens, 1,000 plus maps. We're on the map and the largest wrap on Sheikh Zayed Road, 53 stations. We are number 29, the very unique one. So to all of these 200 million riders, your next stop is ONPASSIVE. To us, the 1.4 million of us founders, yes, we are here and ONPASSIVE. It is a marketing wonder. With this station 24/7 running, it is basically a marketing machine around the clock. The busiest station on the red line with 11 million in January. That's where you run through 200 million riders 2022. Indirect marketing, because we have 900 over digital displays. Anyone who arrive on this station, VIP or ordinary people taking a picture of themselves will also take a picture of ONPASSIVE. And that's where the picture that they have, they will bring home. So it is really a marketing machine for us. Bing, bang, boom, with what is happening with this digital marketing machine in this station, people are registering in lightning speed. And all this registration, founders, whoever is here, listen to this, all this registration gathering together is for you and me, for all the founders. And that is why Mr. Ash Mufareh says, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. You don't have to do it. You can go and get your friends in. You can do your little marketing. But yes or no, it is a done deal for us. Mr. Ash Mufareh says, with all that is happening in this station, Dubai station, massive images are engraved in everyone's brain. As long as you step into this station, ONPASSIVE station, with the 900 confronting you, 900 digital displays confronting you, ONPASSIVE images will engrave in your brain. So this is the end of this section of slides for you. Let me refresh us as I open up the platform for everyone to share. As many of you, please share. Some of you are specially invited to share. Please unmute yourself or put up your hand. Share how you waited all these months and years. Share what ONPASSIVE is to you now with this Dubai metro station being launched. And how are we going to prepare ourselves, get ready ourselves to help make the world a better place. So let me stop share and come back to us here. Who shall be that wonderful speaker to share first? You can share first. You can share anytime. Unmute yourself to share again as ideas come to you, you know.
So Derek has his hand up.
Yep. Yes. Please speak, Dr. Derek.
Peace, blessings, and enough, holy, plenty, a lot of love as we as brand ambassadors are at the quadruple top. Oh my goodness. I don't know how people can really contain themselves as brand ambassadors. Seeing that presentation by Mabel, brand ambassador Mabel, that was just awesome. Awesome. You see, I don't know how people mindset. And we're talking about mindset this morning. We're talking about, or tonight, right? We're talking about mindset tonight. Mindset. How can you talk about Photoshop? I don't know how do you Photoshop Google Map? How you do that now? How does one go to Google Map? You go to Google Map, right? You're a person, you go to Google Map, right? You go to Google. You go to Google and you click on these 9 little dots over here on Google Chrome, and you click on Maps. You click on Maps in Google and you type. I don't know how Photoshop get here, but you type ONPASSIVE station. And it says in Dubai, right? Make it look more personal. And bam, this comes up. How does a person talk about Photoshop here? How you talk about Photoshop here? How do you do that? How can that even come into your mind, into your mental capacity as a well-thinking person? I don't know. That don't make no sense to me, right? And of course, you look over here and you see down here, it does say ONPASSIVE, fine. It says what? Al Safa. Al Safa. Then you say, okay, what is Al Safa? So you Google search it again. That's what people do. You Google search it. So you say Al Safa. A-L-S-A-F-A. What is Al Safa? And it says it right here. Al Safa recently opened. I don't know how that recently opened now, because the metro station has been around for a while. So if you read now, it says ONPASSIVE is a rapid transit station in the red line, because as you know, there are 2 lines, green line and red line, in Dubai Metro UAE, serving Al Quds, that's the area, I guess, that it serves, and surrounding areas. The station first name Al Quds. So that was what it first named in 2010 when it first opened, right? And then it renamed to Al Safa in November 24, 2020. Then ONPASSIVE on January 11, 2023, just last week. And so right away, you are getting all of these things from Google. I don't know how Photoshop come into this. That is impossible for Photoshop to be coming into this scenario. So we are well established on Google search, Google Map, Google everything as a station in Dubai. And it says there, since January 11, 2023. That is firm. That is credible. And yes, that is how you show credibility. This is credibility. I don't know how people think that this can be photoshopped. That is totally impossible, stupid, and don't make no sense. Okay? And so this is what we are looking at. About waiting. No, I don't know about anybody else, but I know I am not waiting because I am, as I said, I am involved. So I'm not waiting. I am in, you see, that is a big difference. Let me tell you the big difference. Let me tell you the big difference. This child, of course, is not in the kitchen. He's out there playing, having fun, chilling out with his friends and what have you. And so therefore, this child is definitely not involved. Not involved. And as we know, right now, it's about 10% of the 1.4 million that is not involved. That is over 200,000 ambassadors. 200,000, over 200,000 we're talking about not involved. That even migrated to the ecosystem as yet. Not involved. Not involved at all. Not even migrated to the ecosystem. Then, of course, you have this boy that is maybe in the kitchen, right there in the kitchen at the kitchen dining table, not in the formal dining table. But this child is definitely not engaged with what is happening in the kitchen. Just, you know, when the dinner ready yet? Is the dinner ready yet? Mommy, the dinner ready yet? No, son, the dinner already yet. Still cooking, still preparing. But he's in the kitchen, but he's just not involved, not engaged, not doing anything, just chilling out, playing games, playing video game on him phone, and him you know, whatever game box or game thing him doing on him tablet or whatever, just not engaged with what is happening in the kitchen. And this is now about 65-70% of ambassadors that is just not engaged. Not engaged. And then of course, you have this other child that is in the kitchen. So you think this child is waiting on the food? No, this child is not waiting on the food. This child is involved in the preparation of the food. So this child is not waiting on the food. He's there helping mom preparing the food, cooling out in the kitchen, and totally engaged and involved in what is happening. Watch this now. When we look at IBM started to be a giant company in 1990. That is when most of us know about IBM, in 1990. But when did IBM started? When did IBM started? In 1911. 1911. Does that sound like 4 years to you? No, that don't sound like 4 years to me. That sounds like over 70 odd years that IBM has been struggling to reach where them reach in 1990 as a giant in the industry. Disney, everybody know Disneyland, Walt Disney, you know, Disney World, Disney this, everything is Disney. They started to be a giant company in 1992. 1992, that is when they started to be a giant company. Oh my goodness. You know when Disney started? When Disney started? 1923. My goodness. Does that sound like 4 years or 5 years still? 1923, 1990. Does that sound like 4 or 5 years still? No, no. That sounds like about 60 odd years to me. 60 plus years to me. So if you was a founder of Disney, then oh my goodness, what a wait. What a wait you'd have to be waiting to get something. Microsoft started to be a giant company in 1990. Most of these companies that we know of, we really know about them in the 1990s. Okay? But when Microsoft actually started, 1975, 15 years. 15 years of building, and as a account to Ashmafari, stacking the cool. 15 years. Let us look at the famous Apple, because that is what most people love, Apple. But when did Apple really started to be a giant company? 1990. Steve Jobs and all of that, 1990. But when did Apple started? 1976. That's when they launched. But they didn't become a giant company until 14 years after. 14 years after, before they become a somewhat of a giant. Right? Netflix, the same thing. Right? Over 10 years before they became a giant. Because they started in 1997. But they didn't become a giant until 2007. Same thing with Facebook. Right? So waiting for dinner to be ready is persons who are not involved, waiting for ONPASSIVE to launch, waiting for ONPASSIVE to launch, waiting for ONPASSIVE to launch. No, it means that you are not involved if you're waiting. If you are waiting, you are not involved, not in the kitchen. If you are not engaged, then you're still waiting. You're not engaged in what is happening. You're not involved. You're not doing anything. So you are waiting and waiting. No, but for persons who are in the kitchen, involved, engaged, it means that they are not waiting. Because you're already, you think Dr. Soa is waiting for ONPASSIVE to launch? You think Ashmafari is waiting for ONPASSIVE to give them some money? And I want to tell you that they need more money than you and I. Because $97 can't do nothing. We talk about the World Cup. I check it out. To be one of the sponsors in being sport, to advertise in all the games in what ONPASSIVE did, it is $150 million US. They have to fork out in order to be involved in that process. $150 million US. And if you check out $97 and you multiply $97 by 1.5 million, then we're just talking about 140 million, 140 something million, not even 150. So your $97 didn't even cover the involvement with being sport to do that promotion on World Cup football. Or $97 couldn't even cover that. Not even that we cover. But yet still, we have so many things. We have so many things that are going. We have Burj Khalifa that costs money. And it's not one office, not one office. It's 2 floors. I have a friend that when we talk about because my conversation is a little different from everybody else. Because as far as I am concerned, ONPASSIVE is mine. For me own it. So my verbiage is a little bit different. I said, when I'm talking to people, I said, listen, I am involved in the process of building a webinar platform. That's my verbiage. That's my type of verbiage. That's what I say to people. I don't say ONPASSIVE is this or ONPASSIVE. No, I said, I am involved in producing a brand spanking new product that will help in the webinar conferencing platform. That's my type of verbiage, because I am fully engaged and fully involved, because this is my company, mine, for me. I am developing, my verbiage again, I am in the process of developing products that are artificial intelligence and machine learning technology. That's how my verbiage is. So I am fully involved and fully engaged. So I am not waiting, because I am already involved. And so therefore, when we look at FIFA last,
your money come early or
when we look at FIFA in 2018, there was 3.5 billion viewers. 3.5 billion viewers. But watch this. 2022, 5.4 billion viewers. And ONPASSIVE was a part of that. Can you imagine? ONPASSIVE. And brand ambassador Mabel talk about Dubai. This was Dubai just 50 years ago. Just 50 years ago, this was Dubai. A desert filled with camels more than cars. filled with camel more. And so people are even asked, why Dubai? Now, in 2023, Dubai has more cars than camels. Much more cars than camels. And so yes, we are on the verge of a growing city. And that is why Dubai, because Dubai is still growing. New York stopped growing. There's no more growth. Oh, why not New York? Why not Canada? What? All of these places stop growing. Because if you even look at New York, for those of us who have been to New York, you know, the only station I would look at that, well, maybe it would be a contender, would be the Rockefeller Center, the Rockefeller Station in Manhattan. And I am sure the Rockefeller not going to give up the naming rights of that station, because that station is so prominent and so big. No, I don't think Rockefeller would give up that station naming rights. We don't understand naming rights, you know, and that's the next thing. We don't understand even naming rights. You go to Jordan and ask Jordan how much would he give up the naming rights of his Jordan sneakers. Or go to Nike and find out from Nike if he will give up the naming rights of Nike and give it to you. You don't understand naming rights. So we just look at these things as, we look at the pink Himalayan salt in the food and well, give me the food on the table. Just give me the food on the table. Make sure the food tastes good. give me the food on the table. We don't care what in there. But mommy who is preparing the food, you know, she put in a little this and a little that and a little this and a little that. And the food tastes good. You don't even know how much it costs. You don't know how much the lime costs. You don't know how much the milk costs. You don't know how much the this costs. No, it doesn't matter. You just want to know, especially as a child, that the food is on the table. And that is all most of us are. We just want ONPASSIVE to start give us some money. That's what we want. ONPASSIVE to start give us some money. And so, how long we're going to take to do this thing, man? That is where we are. But we have to understand that ONPASSIVE has been very established with so many offices across the world, across the globe, even in the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building. Businesses killing to get even a little office in that building, Burj Khalifa. And watch this. A friend of mine, I spoke with a friend of mine maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. And when I talked to him about what you know, he's in ONPASSIVE now, of course, from that time. His company that he worked with, tech company, they have been trying from 2015 to get an office in the Burj Khalifa. From 2015, long before ONPASSIVE even dream of, they have been trying to get a little office in the Burj Khalifa. And we have 2 floors. Do we understand the power of who ONPASSIVE is? Of what ONPASSIVE is? And so because we are not sure, when we're going to get some money, when ONPASSIVE going to start doing some money, and that is why those persons are waiting, because all they are waiting on and not seeing the growth of the company. We're not starting in any basement. We're not starting in any garage. We're not starting in any dorm room. We are starting literally at the top. That's where we are already, and we don't really launch fully to the public yet. But we are already at the top. Companies take years upon years before they reach where we are already. Look at it. Really look at what we have. And stop looking at what we don't have, which is the money. And yes, we know that that will affect us, but let us get the mindset, because that is more important than just the money. Because a lot of people get rich. A lot of people in life get rich. They play a lotto and get rich. They do some little investment and get rich. But a person who is wealthy is much more powerful than a person who is rich. And the only way to be wealthy is with the proper mindset. Let us get and acquire this mindset so that we can really and truly be wealthy. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it for indulging for so long.
Wow. Wonderful. That is fantastic, and how it is enriching us. And this is facts viewing. We're seeing all the facts from Dr. Derek. Thank you so much for enriching us and assuring us. And come on, let's get one more person to share. Anyone else who is ready? Put up your hand. Let me mute. Okay. Who else? Yvonne, may I call you?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, Mabel.
Yes.
It's a good idea to call me before my voice completely disappeared. Okay, so although Yasmin does have her hand up, so I don't know what you want to do.
Yes, go ahead. We'll get Yasmin after you.
Okay, so the mindset. The mindset is one component of the mindset is trust. Where you place your trust, and can you trust yourself, right? You have to have wisdom and discernment. And so from the beginning, I decided, can I trust Mr. Mufara? And yes, absolutely. So from then on, it wasn't hard to follow the progress and the protocols and everything that was being said. And he's always talked about the mindset and how to level it up. Whatever you were thinking and whatever you've come from, forget about the negativity, because we've all experienced that. Leave it behind. And it's like starting afresh at a new top. Pretty much we were always starting at the top, as Dr. Derek just said. We didn't come from some dingy place. We were not struggling along. It was always lifting. Every one of the webinars, which the corporate webinars, always had something to do with moving you higher and higher. I like that, right? I had no problem with that because I've always wanted to learn and to lift myself up. You can't do that in a vacuum. And to find a place on Passive where you could do that continuously, right? That was very easy for me. So, but the only thing is that it involves trust in the process, trust in people, and most importantly, trust in yourself. If you can't trust yourself, if from one day to the next, this day is okay, that you have to stabilize, right? That is the problem with many people. We go with just our feelings, but you can't just go with that. You have to build a foundation and decide. You decide that you trust ONPASSIVE. And then you work within that framework. And as Dr. Derek also said, it's not passive waiting. There's so much to learn, right? Even if you're not actively trying to bring others in or whatever, what about learning what you are going towards, right? That's for yourself. You're not sitting around outside the kitchen, as she said, and just waiting for the food to be served. You are actually learning the ingredients and how they will come together. And the fun part is seeing if you can actually taste them after the meal is prepared, right? How did they fit into this meal and what those ingredients gave to the whole. So it's not sitting around just waiting and watching. It really is, and that's what a lot of us did not do. We didn't get engaged in learning what is going on from day to day. I mean, it's just weird that people don't have that interest, that, I don't know, that curiosity, right? I think curiosity keeps you engaged and vibrant, and that's what makes ONPASSIVE so fun, because there's so much to look at, right? We're beta testers, that's practical. We have to learn how to do that and not each time something goes a little awry, oh my God, the sky is falling. It is not falling. It's a building process. It's a growing process, right? It's like your child. I mean, one day they might be able to do this, and the next day they forgot or whatever, and they learn it again, and so on and so it goes. But it's a progress, and then you have this grown-up person in your life, right? This is what ONPASSIVE is. So for me, it has not been just sitting around, just waiting and watching and saying, where's the money or whatever it is. Because Mr. Mufara has always encouraged us to keep doing what you were doing before, to keep body and soul together, because, sorry, excuse me. We're all adults and we have responsibilities, and you can count on ONPASSIVE yet because it wasn't ready, and that is to come. But overall, over all of that, it's the mindset that's going to make us successful and make ONPASSIVE successful for us. Because yes, the financial part is there, it's assured, right? It's a business after all. But again, the mindset is going to play a big part of that. So Derek says, people have had multi-millions in their hand, and then they just squandered it. They did not become wealthy. They became even more dejected because they thought now they have a double thing. They actually got the money that they think they wanted, and they worse off. How does that play into somebody's mindset, right? It can't uplift you. So for me, the journey is so worth it. So worth it. So that's my 2 cents. Thank you, Mabel.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think by the end of the night, we should be all so fired up, you know, and having the correct mindset. But we will continue to dwell on this subject because we need to go from level to level. And as we engage and understand ONPASSIVE more, we need to rise together with ONPASSIVE, you know. So we do have time as much as possible. Let's speak our mind. Let's share. If you have any question, Dr. Derek is here, you know, to help us better understand. We have maybe all the hands put up. I think also we have Francis, Jeannie, please share. Of course, Tina, please share, you know, just take the mic. So let's go for Yasmin first, and then Amina. Yasmin, let me see if you have been made. Okay, you are co-host. Yes.
Hi, everyone. We just heard about a lot of things several times. I mean, about mindset. So in here about mindset is we have to ask first, are you coachable? Are you open-minded or non-coachable? We come from different walks of life as a 1.4 million people in here. And we have different, you know, background of work. For me, I joined ONPASSIVE on September 2022. I'm here in 6 months. My job was kind of project manager, reporting, finance. I have never been sharing Zoom. When I came and joined ONPASSIVE, I didn't know how to use that click or share screen on the Zoom. So when you are somewhere, you have to ask one question. There are billions of us who have failed with this digital marketing and lost a lot of money, in which I have never trusted. And I hadn't any experience. But being in here, the question you are asking is knowing about the blessing we have in our hands. And I believe only the chosen ones are here. Because at the beginning, we also support a lot of people, family and friends to join, but they failed. You cannot bring your loved ones on board. They were not meant to be here. So the chosen ones who the life were not fair are mostly here, who know about pain in life, who can understand and help and change the world. That's what I believe. So when you know the quality of things you have in your hand as a giant company, the question is, according to your mindset, are you flexible to learn new things, or are you a coward who is running? So joining here in 6 months, I learned about creating my slides, also creating short clips in which I upload, and so proud of myself. It's about change your mindset and adapting and believing what you have in your hands. So while some people who have been here 4 years, 4 years you can graduate from university. And why you wait $97 for one night pizza takeaway for a whole family? You know, weekends, we eat from outside. Why do you wait $97? How many $97 have you eaten in your house? Or you spent it one morning in a coffee shop? Or one night of a takeaway of your children? It's just investment there. But the question is, are you changing and growing with ONPASSIVE? We are lucky we have all global friends with a lot of skills around us who continue to coach us. So you have to also start learning, self-development, growing with it. with this kind of giant company as the founders. If the Apollos or the work starts and you have thousands of companies who come from your link, how are you going to manage? How are you going to understand this, where it's going? Is our job will be ending waiting, the link is given us, AI will work, and we just wait money to eat like that for the rest of our lives? No, our jobs will change. Now we are at this stage, but tomorrow you will never know where you will be, which kind of responsibility you are expected. And I will lastly said, as a brand ambassadors, we have to be ethical brand ambassadors. We have got responsibility. And the dignity of our name and all our fellow ambassadors are on our shoulders. So try to change your mindset, self-help, teach yourself, change your attitude, and grow with it. Grow with the company. Thank you very much.
I am taking notes. Thank you, Yasmin. Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you. We really need to take notes. And of course, one of the questions we hope collectively we can also share, how are we preparing ourselves to help make the world a better place? Moving forward, as Mr. Ash Mufareh unveils and share more and more of what he has in store for us, we need to grow, and it also means how are we going to grow, self-develop, as Jasmine says, to take on the vision, take on the purpose that Mr. Ash Mufareh has for us to help make the world a better place. Dr. Derek, it's so wonderful. He said, we are not waiting, we are engaging, we are involved. So let's overcome the waiting attitude by saying we are involved. Of course, if there's anyone of us here, we have 52 attendees, founders, wonderful. Some may not know the direction where to go. So here, Dr. Derek is saying, we are not waiting, we are engaging. And then who we are, as for ONPASSIVE, someone can talk about it as what we are beginning to see. I remember last year, I think we said we only know 1% or 10% of what ONPASSIVE is. Today we know we have the naming rights, we have the rights to run one of the stations. This is so huge, you know. And so what is ONPASSIVE to you? How credible it is? Touch on that, and what can we do? I know self-development, I know we need to change our mindset, but let's share a little bit more what it is to prepare ourselves to take on the mission of making the world a better place, how to change our mindset. So Amina, please.
Hi, thank you very much, Sister Marble Jahan, and all the other sisters and brothers. I'm Amina Wahiliye, and I'm living in United Kingdom. So I wanted to share with you my journey and how I'm feeling and my mindset on ONPASSIVE. I have joined ONPASSIVE 2nd of September last month. So that will be 5th month for now. Before that, I had another business. I'm still having it, that to manage 8 years, you know, successfully. But one day I watched, you know, a video from Abdi Alasso, who is our leader, Somali people. And then I just became very, very interested on his video. I gave him a text. He responded me back. That's why I am here. I believe that I am one of the chosen ones. That mindset, long time I was surviving with my mindset. I'm a mother of 5. I have, you know, experienced very, very hardships on life. I was, you know, a breadwinner of my family for a long, long time. I am eldest of 11 kids. Without mindset, I would never do anything about that, really, believe me. Always it is a mindset, my mindset, who is dragging me from my bed in the morning, early mornings. It's my mindset who's telling me tomorrow will be a better. It's the mindset who makes me everything to look forward. It's a mindset to have such a big hope on my heart. Now I am here. It takes to me just 1 month to understand ONPASSIVE. After 1 month, I start training for my Somali, community. I already understood everything after 1 month because I was a journalist for a long, long time. I have a very big knowledge about the companies, tech companies, the big companies, the successful companies around the world and how they have been started. As our Dr. David, Dr. Derek today mentioned it, some of those companies. So that I always knew, that we will be a very successful companies. And I have such a big mindset. I held, since I joined on ONPASSIVE, I wanted to share with you, I held 3 big meetings with my children. Believe me, I did that. I told them about the ONPASSIVE. The first week that I have joined it, nobody believes me. And then after 3 months, I held another meeting, 5 of them. My children now grow up. My youngest is 20 years old. She's in university. She's just, learning pharmacology. My eldest is 31 years old. And then they just thought that I might be crazy or, something, I'm coming out, something like that. But they can't they can't tell me loudly. And then my latest meeting was when we signed, 10 years contract with Dubai. Now everyone is asking me, Mom, how was that? How was ONPASSIVE? What is going on? They need it. We have such WhatsApp group, and I was just texting them. We are getting there. We are lunching. And they are like to watch football. They show us over the television. So now I am the one who is laughing loudly. So I'm really, really proud as a journalist, as a very experienced person who works with the United Nations and everything. I never seen even the BBC that I have been working with the 11 years. I never seen something like ONPASSIVE. I am proud of myself. I am proud to be with you. I am proud. Now I am making a lot of engaging. We are doing weekly program of all women, we women to all women, with my other, ONPASSIVEan brand ambassadors, my sisters. I am doing a lot of training. I am doing a lot of engaging. I am watching a lot of webinars. I am really, really proud of myself. Thank you very much. And that is because of mindset. I never get disappointed. I'm just here for 5 months, but I will never get disappointed, even if I wait for another 10 years.
Yes.
I'm proud. I signed my will. If I die or something happened to me, my children know that they have such a business. Such a great business. They know I am just, they will just cultivate the seed that I started with all of you, with, our CEO, Ash Mufara, and I'm really, really very grateful. Thank you very much, my sisters and brothers.
My goodness, another clap. Can you see Amina arising with passion? And that's what it should affect all of us, each one of us. There is something inside us, a passion, a lovely hope, and it's time to arise. God has given each one of us a destiny. We need to claim that now. I know the world has been difficult, life has been difficult, but this is the time. This is time we are seeing the light. We need to arise with our passion. Thank you, Amina. We watch it for ourselves, right? How Amina rose from friends or children unbelief to now being a proud brand ambassador. Debbie, come, share the fire.
My fire, I have to giggle. First of all, I will say thank you to all the previous brand ambassadors who've spoken that passion. I don't have the voice, the volume like the journalists, but I hope you can hear me. And sincerest apologies, I have been trying, but my network is really awful today. That's why I cannot leave my video because it's not echoing very well from my end. So I hope you do not mind me hiding behind
No, it's
my
okay.
image.
We have seen you before.
Wow, ONPASSIVE for humanity, and we're managing the mindset today. I will share with you from my personal experience because it's the only way I understand, and now I'm pushing why I am with ONPASSIVE. And when I move and push, I do not go alone. That's why I always get all my friends from our dream team to join me anywhere I go. I say, please, now the meeting is open, join. I always do that. I don't go anywhere, leaving anywhere behind. I start from within. And that within is very personal. And it's about waiting. The example I have here is for my kids. And my older daughter, since she was 6.5, she wanted to become a doctor. And I kept trying to push her to be able to accomplish that dream. And when she finally finished college and got into med school, I told her, this is the beginning of your journey, and you have to learn how to manage it. And she said, the beginning of my journey? I said, yes, it's a 4-3-2-1, just like on. And I'm reminding her now, your 4-3-2-1 is the way I'm going with ONPASSIVE, which started 4 years ago. And that journey for her was that she started by going to med school, and I had to encourage her for the first year, which was year 4. Year 3 was the support. You encourage, but you continue to support whatever they're doing. And then year 2, when they say, oh, I have 1 more year to go, that's when the excitement, the actual excitement starts. When you know you have the green light coming. And this is how I see ONPASSIVE. In those stages, at the beginning, people were being encouraged. Precisely, I mean, Ash was trying, he would sit out there and try to talk to those of us who joined it. I haven't been around that long, it's just been 3 years, but there were only 200 and something people, and 1.3 now is a huge movement. That the encouragement that started and the support that was coming after that, and the excitement when we were around 700, and even the green light when we hit that 1 million, is what we're looking forward to now. Again, I go back to my daughter's experience when that green light of the excitement that I'm finishing med school was made by the marching. When she got marched, okay, you're going to do your residency here. That was another beginning of the journey of 3-2-1 to do residency and finish. So I use that to say in ONPASSIVE, they started by doing the aspect of encouraging, supporting, excitement, and the green light. And now it's the better testing, and again, what? We can see the finishing line. So while it's in better testing, all we can ask is each and every one of us should support the weakest link, because not everybody has the same strength to be able to see the potential in others. We sit in this forum, there's so many hidden gems in here that are left unexploited. But once given the opportunity with ONPASSIVE, they've all blossomed. And only Mr. Mufare succeeded in bringing each and every one out together. And by him insisting that we do not call one another names. We have a code of conduct, we have a protocol. That's something that begins within the house, and it's being preached in ONPASSIVE, and we are following it, and we are letting others grow along with us, regardless of whether you've been with ONPASSIVE for 4 years, for 4 months, or you just got one of those few people who decided they wanted to out and they wanted $97. If you just got that position from them, you are equally inspired and fired by those within. So personally, from my personal experience and sharing that with you, I see that I have grown within my family of ONPASSIVE by using my personal experience to say, if I succeeded in encouraging people within my family, within my community, within my respective groups, why can I not continue to encourage others who are not even within? And here we are. We did not know one another prior to today. I mean, prior to this forum, which is brought together by Mr. Mufare. So let us not forget where we're coming from. Let us not forget that the waiting that we were able to wait, that I waited for my kids to do what they had to do to get to this level, that waiting to the green light, to the finish line is what matters the most. And the process, because you will always have stories to tell, the process of that wait. What did you get from it? Personally, I got so many global friends. I have a global family. I have a global community. And with that, I will say, let us continue to empower one another, regardless of whether we have an accent, we have an unusual name, we have an unusual look. Let's just continue to encourage one another to be there and be strong for each other as we move on this ONPASSIVE journey. Thank you so much.
Yes.
It was such a pleasure being with you all today.
Yes. Thank you, Debbie. I think the gist of Debbie is saying is that she's able to get all her friends to join. She's able to empower people, you know, to grow. And this is what she has done to all her friends. I'm so glad. I wish I'm your friend, you know, pushing your friends to sign up, like Dr. Benny was pushed to join. And I said, even if $97 to join a global family and to know each one of us here is already worth it. 97 for a global family just to join, it's already worth it. And we have much more. We only know 10% of what Mr. Ash Mufara has installed for us. You know, we do have time, you know, if we were to end at Singapore time, 10:30, we do have time. Maybe if I can, I know we went through the 3 questions. Waiting, I think the waiting thing is settled. We are not waiting, we are engaging. We are part of, as what I think Yvonne wrote a little bit on the chat to say, we are not waiting. Same as what Dr. Derek says, we are designing and creating and to get ready to move forward, etc. So this is so wonderful. So let's settle the waiting thing. If you think you're waiting, then get into engaging of what to know more about ONPASSIVE, then you will settle the waiting. Yes, along the way, you can continue to exclaim as to what you think ONPASSIVE would be, but let us, if you can, I know some of us have already prepared what you want to share, continue to share with us that thought. If not, I want us to engage 2 questions. 1, I know the apples are not here. Actually, point number 3, part of point number 3. What would you do when the apples come? It is not if the apple comes, it's when. Okay, it's no more if. What would you do when the apple comes? And the next more important thing is, what would you need besides When the apples come means the money come, right? So money is no more an issue. So question number 2, what would you need to accomplish what you want to do? This is the thing. What would you think you need to grow, to increase, to have, to accomplish what you want to do when the apples come? When the apples come. So if you can, you touch on that, you know, and let's have Tina. Sorry,
Please
Tina.
unmute.
Yeah, sorry. I thought I did that already.
Hey, no worries. Hi, everyone. It's Tina. I'm sorry I've been away for a long time. Had some issues, personal issues that I had to do, and then work happens for me as well. So I'm glad to be here again with our Singapore friends and also my family, ONPASSIVE family all across the world, that's going to be blessing other people. Okay. So I'm wondering, I'm not sure whether Mabel, you actually put on those 2 questions right before I speak, because that is exactly what I was going to talk about. You read my mind.
Okay.
It is true that the wedding is over, as the song goes, and we're now in the here and now. And those who are here, the 52 of us, and all those 1.4 million, or maybe not so all of them, but most of them, know that we are here because we believe it, and so we are now seeing it little by little by little, as CEO Ash Mufareh say, second cool. So he's teasing us to let us know bit by bit of what's going on and what's going to be revealed. When the top came on last year in March 2022, we thought that was a big reveal. And then there was Iron Dubai, and then there was another one, and then just last week, it's a station that's named on ONPASSIVE, and it's true. Everybody's the very first thing was yeah, then it's a no. It's definitely Photoshop, but it's crazy to be photoshopping videos, you know. And when I got the first thing, being a person who loves the internet, even before I travel, my personal thing is to do a Google walk before I visit to a place where I want to visit. I want to go. So ONPASSIVE station, metro station. First thing I did, Google, got it. Wikipedia, got it. I tried to go. I actually went on Google Earth to walk the place. And last week it was still Al Safa, but this week it's already ONPASSIVE. So there you go. I Googled walk on ONPASSIVE. I'm not there yet. I'm planning to go next year. By the way, Singaporeans, it's only less than 700,000 on on Emirates to get to Dubai from Singapore. So it's
$700, not 1,000.
no, it's just only
700.
3
600.
figures, 600
Yeah,
plus. Yeah, so it's not. Maybe we should Singaporeans do a tour, all of us, yeah, action group to go over to Dubai together. Francis will lead us there. So yeah, I'll talk about excitement and talk about mindset. Like I said, I am a student of Dr. Wayne Dyer, and I've always advocated about his book about you'll see it when you believe it, because it's all about manifesting what you want to transform yourself. And having been starting with ONPASSIVE 3.5 years ago, I've been listing down what I want to manifest for myself. And of course, those lists that I have It's not just manifesting what I want for myself, but what I want for others. And when I started my list, Christopher Johnson came in 2021, and I first saw him, and he said, "Hey, I'm gathering all the angels," and then straight away, on, definitely I'll be there for Bless, because it's very apt that with the apples, as Mabel said, with apples, when it comes in, we'll definitely be overwhelmed with our apples above our head. So we got to spread it out to make sure that we are surviving from the avalanche, and what we can do for the others. We don't start then. Hopefully, you're not thinking about starting or waiting again for when the apples will come, but make sure that you have already a list of what you want to do. And I've done that. So it's all about the 3 words I think I've shared, the 3 words that I live by: intention, attention, focus, and no tension. Intention of what you want to do, what you want to manifest, what is it that you want for yourself and for others. Make sure that you make that list you want to do, and collaborate with people who research who you want to work with. That's where the attention comes on, the focus on what you want to do. And then when you're listening, all we need to do in non-passive is just let go and let God, because the work is done for us. It is a done deal. Ask Mubarak, the team from Hyderabad, the team from Dubai. Oh my God, Dr. Soha, she's done amazing, Dr. Soha and Dr. Susan. Why do you think we actually got ONPASSIVE for RCA to approve that naming of ONPASSIVE for 10 years at Al Papa Metro? It is because of what our Dubai team has been doing with the World Conference in Education. Dr. Dr. Susan, was it that you went to the World Conference and talked about education, and the universities were all there? It opens the map of Dubai, where we are as our officers are there, and how we give value ONPASSIVE, giving value to the country and the government. And that is why it is, to me, it was not a surprise that happened. I know something big was going to happen when I read about Dr. Soha and what she has accomplished as an educator as well, in training and development, and learning and development coach, executive coaching and all. I said she will get us there. So we need to just let go of what we want for ourselves and for others, and start thinking, and not just thinking, but start putting the dots together, putting the building blocks together to manifest what we want to do. The apples, Mabel, the apples are already on the trees. I've got a plantation of trees or where they're going to go. Remember what Ash, when I asked Ash, how is it that ONPASSIVE is going to help us blessers to bless others? He said there's going to be 2 buttons in our wallet. One is for our commission and one is for OBLESS. Just put the button on and put your cause that you want to have the rest of the family to help and support you. And there you go. You'll manifest whatever you want. Inshallah, I would say. And alhamdulillah, thank you so much for the time. I'm so glad to
Wonderful.
be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. And yes, we do have 2 wallets that Michael William has also shared. Thank you. We will, thank you for sharing your heart out. We will have Mariam and then Francis. And of course, I would like Jeannie Tan, would you like to share your passion, whether it's Jeannie, Patricia, Tawa, Kumaran, Sharon, if you can share with us what is your passion. Let me repeat them. Of course, whatever you prepared, you can share, but basically it's when the apples come. not if, when the apples come, what would you like to do for yourself or for Oblast, etc.? Just what would you like to do? And what do you think you would need other than money? Because what you need other than money is where you need to next grow. Is next what you need to develop to have that skill, capability, or mindset to do that thing. Remember, it's not if the apples are coming. Okay, Marian. Thank you, Tina.
Hello, everybody.
Yes.
I greet you, all of you. Thank you for your motivation. My name is Marian Muhammad. I joined ONPASSIVE 2.5 months ago, and I wish I joined in 2018, but never mind. Now I'm in, thanks God. I'm one of the chosen ones.
Yes,
and
chosen one. Yes.
I gained the ONPASSIVE. It makes me creative. Although I was creative, I used to work with refugees. I used to work with, I have my own hospital in Somalia, and I did a lot of jobs, different jobs. But the short time, I lost a lot of hope. So I was sitting back, and ONPASSIVE gives me that hope back. These 2.5 months, I gained a lot of things. I learned more. I become an active person again. I have hope. I have dreams. And 97 pounds for me is nothing, because already I'm the winner. Whether I get tomorrow money or not, I believe I am the winner today.
Wow.
And if ONPASSIVE, as I wish it will be success, it was success, I would like to help a lot of people, because I know the people who is in need, the help they need it, because I have experience for that part of the work. And what else I can say? ONPASSIVE is something, it's unimaginable, sophisticated, and thanks for Mr. Ashmo Farah. He changed our lives, not only to get tomorrow money, but to build our mindset again and to be someone. And thanks for him and his team and everybody who give us the motivation. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you,
Thank you, all
Mariam.
of you.
Thank you, Mariam. It's a short one, but you know what? She gave us all the words. Whatever the world has taken away, ONPASSIVE is giving us back that hope, that dream, and a winner today, helping us, encouraging us to change and to rebuild our mindset. You know how powerful this is? What Marian is experiencing can be for all of us. Let me say again, God has a destiny for each one of us. And over the years, it's gone. Our dreams are smashed, discouraged. But now let's arise, arise, arise. Francis, please.
I must confess that I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm
Not a motivational, but a natural speaker. So come on.
I would love to do training, but not motivating you guys. You guys are super. All the speakers, all the sharing that have been shared the last few people, I think spoke enough of our mindset. Anyway, I just try. I think sometimes in life, we become so focused on the finish line.
Yes, yes.
We fail to find joy in our journey. That is why so many of us keep asking when the money come, when the apple come, why not launching? Why today that, today, tomorrow that? I think we focus too much on the finish line. Let's go back to basic. Let's be happy, right? Whether there is ONPASSIVE or not, life still need to go on. You need to be changed. you need to be better than yesterday. Tomorrow, you need to be even better than today. Just because you go to McDonald's doesn't make you a hamburger. So likewise, just because we are founder, if we don't get our mindset changed and like Sister Yasmin say, grow daily, grow better, then we, just because you're a founder, we are not ONPASSIVE. You know, one day you will lose your role as a brand ambassador. I think, as Dr. David said, that we are not waiting. We need to be more engaged. Whether there is a train station or not, today, after 4 years of announcement, webinar, we should open our eyes bigger. We should open our heart bigger. And now we should open our mind maturely, to accept the things that have developed around us. People have matured, people have grown. Your founder, your friend have all grown up. And if we are still asking for when the Apple coming, when is it launched, I think you have not grown up. You are still an infant. So ONPASSIVE is about you, about me, how we carry ourselves, how we want to bless others. If you want to bless others, first of all, you must be a blessed person. If you are not a blessed person, how can we be a blessing to others? So if we want to touch the world, touch humanity, and we don't touch the people around us or neighbor around us here, don't tell me that when the money comes, I will do that. Because our lifestyle need to speak of ourselves. If our lifestyle is not of what our CEO vision, to be humble, to help those who are in need, those who have no shoes, no waters. If you don't do it now, I doubt when the Apple comes, you can do it. So practice the lifestyle that you want to see, practice now. There is a cartoon a few years ago I saw. I don't know whether you all have seen this. It's between the chicken and the pig. Sorry, the Muslim. And the dialogue is like that. ONPASSIVE need help. Humanity need help. Let's go and help them. The chicken will say, I will donate the eggs.
Wow.
Then the pig will say, easy for you to say, you just lay the eggs. For me, I got to give my life. Isn't it? That is that's life, isn't it? We can tell people, Francis, Mabel, do this, do that. I can just sit down there, Yeah. You are just laying eggs. These people are giving their life. Every Tuesday, every Thursday, every day, those Dr. David standing every day, right? So we are like that story of the pig. When we give our life, we give all, no returns. But the chicken, when they give the eggs, there's more eggs coming. But he's still wrong, right? So, no. So ONPASSIVE is not about getting more Apple coming. What we're going to do. ONPASSIVE is about you, about us. We are all founders here. We are all ONPASSIVE here. So in a sense, we are all coming from the same platform, same support from Ash and the tech team. Just like a bridge and the wall, bridge and wall. They are from the same material, cement. We are from ONPASSIVE. You are either a bridge or a wall. Tomorrow, you can either help someone cross the bridge to a new life, to a new OES, or you become a wall that when someone asks you, what is OES? I don't know. You go and find Francis, you go and find Mabel. No, you can either be a bridge and help people migrate over. And how do you become a bridge? Is like Sister Yasmin said, grow yourself. Daughter David said, don't wait. So I want to encourage you, be the bridge, be a blessing so that others can be blessed. Thank you, Mabel.
Thank you, thank you. Wow. He said he can't motivate, but he did, isn't it? He did. And I wrote notes, let's enjoy the journey. That is actually one of the most important thing in life. Not only the destiny, the journey is more important than the destiny. So enjoy the destiny. And I like what he says, very simple thing. Every day you need to be happy. Just need to be happy. And a lot more, he said. So it's really wonderful. And I wanted to stop saying, but I like what he said is, with or without ONPASSIVE, we need to grow. Tomorrow need to be better. We need to be better than yesterday. Wow. Thank you, Francis. So, see, a natural speaker. So, okay, I know we have Dr. Benny, Patricia, John, and well, I mentioned some name just now. Jeannie, get ready. Of course, we have Kumaran, always ready. Sharon, I'd like to hear, from you, if you can, like to share. And of course, Faith, if you have. And then Dr. Benny.
Greetings.
Hallelujah.
Amen. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my brothers and sisters, my queens and kings, my brand ambassadors on this amazing webinar in different parts of the globe. Thank you, Sister Mabel, for giving me this opportunity. But I really want to thank those who spoke before. Outstanding presentation to each and everyone. I'm learning from you guys, right? I am. At this moment, I really want to take this time to thank somebody who woke us up this morning.
God.
Somebody woke us up.
Hey,
our Father. Oh, yes. If it wasn't for him, I don't know whether I will be here today or all of us, or to see each and every one. This, our Father in heaven, brought this important person to all of us. Our visionary, Mr. Ash Mofare. If it wasn't for him as well, we will not be here. And there's something that he stated, that we should love one another. We should work as a family. And I hope one day I will see it. Not yet. I'm waiting. Anyway, where should I start? ONPASSIVE, right?
Talk about your husband, my dear.
Papa Gote, Jesus. Husband.
Yes, that one. I meant ONPASSIVE. I thought he's your husband.
All right. As we all know, ONPASSIVE is an IT company that deals with artificial intelligence and machine learning, right? It started, I believe, in 2018. I did not join in 2018. I joined in 2020, in which you all know that this woman, my doctor friend, she pushed me to join this ONPASSIVE. She said, you must join. I said, are you kidding me? What the heck? Anyway, when she forced me, just because I trusted her, so I decided to join and put my children when I joined, I never knew that I would love ONPASSIVE. I'm not lying. I didn't know. And up to today, I don't sleep. Brother John Barilla, you know that, right? I don't sleep. Anyway, because of my love with ONPASSIVE, I have a lot of people who laugh at me all the time. Have you guys launched? I have one particular doctor who laughs at me all the time, but I make him to understand that, well, he does not understand the system development life cycle of a product, of a project, or a house. A lot of our brand ambassadors, they do complain all the time. Why? We have been waiting for All Connect. It's not coming. I say, are you kidding me? God help me. You are waiting. Yes, it is going to come. Just wait. How long? Let me say something. All of us here, brand ambassadors, we have 1.4 million brand ambassadors. When you guys join ONPASSIVE, before joining ONPASSIVE, what happened? You had a job, right? Yes. So we're paying $97, which is $102. By joining ONPASSIVE, you have a job. So just wait. Besides, there are a lot of jobs, there are a lot of opportunities out there. You can just join the ONPASSIVE, and then join another business somewhere while waiting for ONPASSIVE. I don't see why you will be complaining all the time. Make sure you don't complain to me anytime again. Oh, I'm serious. Why are you complaining? Yes, we are in a beta testing phase. A beta testing phase is a type of user acceptance testing where the product team gives nearly a finishing product to all the group, to target the users and evaluate the product performance in a real world. All of us here are customers, right? We are founders and we are customers. So we are the first to at least test it to see whether it is working or not. If there is any glitches, now we will complain, because a lot of us have been complaining, and then our developers, thanks to our tech department, or should I say our tech brothers and sisters in Hyderabad, we really need to thank them every day, because I just want to thank our God for providing them with knowledge and wisdom, right? We have to continue to pray that whatever glitches we are encountering, they will help us. They will fix the problem, and it's going to come. Now, when did Zoom started? Let me just say it began a long time ago, but it took four years or more. Now, when Zoom was having problems, were you there? Now that you are a founder, this is an opportunity for all of us. I am saying it so that some of you guys who are angry, you listen to me. And when you're angry, you know what to do. Don't try me. Oh, yes, I am serious. Now, like I said, ONPASSIVE is our company. ONPASSIVE is our business. So take it as your business while you are looking for other jobs, and wait for it. No more complaining. Do you guys understand me? Anyway, do you guys know our CEO always surprises us, right? I did not even know we will have a train station. I'm not lying. Train what? Number what? Station number 29, right? Yeah. I did not know. So he tries out. He surprises us all the time. We don't know what will happen next. We don't know what is coming, but he is going to continue to surprise us. And you guys don't know, he's working so hard just to make sure that everything, I don't really understand. Do you guys know what is going through his mind? No, you don't. So be careful and stop complaining. My God, do not complain. I'm serious.
I love you.
Now, when it comes to mindset, right? We have a mindset. Now, what is a mindset? A mindset is a set of beliefs that shapes you to make sense of the world and yourself. Now, it also influences how you think, how you feel and behave in a given situation. Now, with this, our situation right now, waiting for what is going to transpire, when let me say it, when the money comes or whatever, there are a lot of people, yes, that they have been waiting since 4 years ago. Mine, hey, pretty soon it's going to be 3 years for me. Yes, that will be next month, 3 years. I have been waiting, but while waiting, I am praying as well, praying that everything works out for all of us, 1.4 million plus. I'm waiting, and I believe that each and everyone has to continue to wait. I know that is going to come. And now, when I start making the dollars, what am I going to do with it? We all know that there are certain things that we have to do. You know what Jesus Christ says, right? Says that you should help yourself, your family, before you can help each and everyone all over the globe. So as each and everyone knows, there are a lot of us who are students, who were students, and who took student loans. But I know that not everybody will want to pay their student loan, because being in United States, I had that opportunity to go to school and the opportunity to get a student loan, right? The first thing I'll do is to pay off my school loan. Yes, I know somebody said, why do you want to spend that big money? So what am I going to do with the money? Pay it back. I will pay back. Take care of my children's school loans as well. Then that is when I can start helping individuals. We do have a lot of children, charities, organization, like the orphanage. These kids need serious help. We have some children, some girls in Cameroon, where I came from. I heard when I saw the environment where they live, they don't even have bed. They cook outside. I don't know how they're surviving. People don't know how children are suffering. There are a lot of single parents out there, or widowers, who are suffering. But people don't know. With this opportunity that our God, our CEO as well, like our Father in heaven, sent our visionary to us. I want to first of all thank all our brand ambassadors, because we are visionaries as well. We saw it and we decided to join ONPASSIVE. When you take this money, it's going to be plenty of money. These kids, they need help. They're suffering. And I will help them. I hope you all will help these children who are in need. Thank you. I want to thank our Dr. Suha. They call her Dr. Super. Dr. Susan as well. Our COO, Brother Kamal. And I want to thank all the O Media teams as well. Most importantly, we have developers, we have designers, we have quality assurance in Hyderabad. They are the one working so hard, tired, sleepless night, because they want all of us to be happy, because of our brand ambassadors complaining all the time. Please, we need to give them some time. Thank you, Sister Mabel, Sister Jenny, Sister Faith. Thank you for giving me this time.
Thank you.
To voice out my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, stop complaining. And you shared one of your passion, that when the apples come, it's going to be those helpless children. That's what we want to hear. you know where you are going. That's what we want to hear. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Benny. God bless you. We are the elected, selected ones. So wonderful. Patricia, thank you for sharing.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Mabel, for giving me this opportunity to share. And I just want to take an opportunity to thank Christy for bringing me into ONPASSIVE. I just want to share a little bit about mindset first, because I feel that the thing that I will look at myself, actually, I always say, God grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Okay, most of us we are operating in this kind of thing where we don't realize what are the things that we can change in our life and what we cannot change. So as far as ONPASSIVE is concerned, we must have done our part that we have already shared with people, and we have brought in people to the business, and we are sharing and all that. But the part that we cannot change is the ONPASSIVE journey itself, because it takes time, and how it is out of our hands. We are not handling it. So we need to have the wisdom to know that we cannot do anything about it, Okay, the other mindset that I like to talk about is actually the instant gratification and the delayed gratification mindset. Okay, most of us in this world, a lot of us are operating on instant gratification mindset. So that is why we have a lot of issues. So when you have instant gratification, we have a lot of brain chemicals, which are dopamine and endorphins, that make you feel good. And you keep on repeatedly doing things that gives you a short-term pleasure, but ended up with pain. Especially, what happens, the dopamine distracts us from meaningful pursuits and lead us into destructive situations financially, socially, and also for health outcomes. We don't know when to stop eating. We just see something, instant gratification, we want to eat. Or even social behavior where there's like abuse and all those kind of things comes because of instant gratification. Whereas if we have delayed gratifications, we have self-regulation, self-control, and we have better outcomes in life. So what's happened with all of us, a lot of us actually, the marketing psychology uses instant gratification, and also the world around us also, we want to have instant gratification. So that's why we have people ended up being bankrupt, because they use credit card. The bank gives you such a good offer. You go for instant gratification, you take up a mortgage bigger than what you can pay, and you end up in problem. And that's where corruption comes in as well, because people want instant gratification. Instead of working for things, they take the easy way out. Or you want a project to be done fast, you bribe somebody, or you receive a bribe to get something done. So that's where the corruption starts actually. And I'm very happy that Ash is going to put an end to the correction to the corruption. Okay, the other thing is actually about ONPASSIVE, where it is at the moment, because now I think those of us that are involved, we got no question about whether ONPASSIVE is going to happen or not. It is only when it's going to happen. Okay, and I always tell my team that in Malay we said that our company is not a padam.com, it's not a switch off company, because we've been operating for more than 4 years, and every time our CEO is so transparent and comes and tells us updates of what's happening. And then now we have a big team, of world experts working for us for a measly $97 that we paid. I mean, what more can people ask? Actually, you just have to keep quiet and wait for it to happen, because you are in good hands. Just trust the process. And if you don't get involved, of course, you will ask, when is it going to be launched? Is it happening? Is it happening? Like the hungry child, what Dr. Derek said, not involved with the preparation of the food. You ask, is it ready? Is it ready, or whatever? So the other thing, I'll cut short because I don't take so much of time. Actually, for me, what I will do when the apples come is actually, personally, I've always lived below my means. I never live above my means. And I've always tried to help somebody else, whoever, whether it's a friend or whether it's family, I've always tried to help, you see. So what I feel is that when the apples come is, first, of course, I won't take anything for myself, because I still continue living below my means, only for medical reasons. If I need to use some of the apples or whatever, I would use it. Otherwise, first of all, goes to my family and my extended family, because my immediate family don't need it, because my children are grown up and they're on their own feet. It's only my extended family. And then I have also got commitment to friends. and or to people that I have to make it right for them, because some people are already in the wrong situation, very much in the wrong situation. So I want to make it right for them. And after that, of course, is helping people, especially single mothers, because I'm a single mother myself, and I was very blessed to be able to do the things that I could do because of my mindset, actually, the strong mindset I had. And also for the mothers who are now struggling, and of course, the unfortunate stories that you hear about every time when I read in the papers that this family has been evicted with no place to go. Even yesterday, there was somebody who was evicted from the house and they got no place to go, and they had 2 children who are autistic. And that is my what do you call it, my passion, you know. So I wished I could have gone and helped them in a way that made a difference. You know, if I want to send a few ringgit to them, it would not make a difference. But if I could go there and just sort them out and put them in a place and then take care of the children, I would have been, you know, very much look forward to being in a time when I can just go and do that. And my passion has always been teaching children with learning issues, and I will take that. And what Mabel said, you must look and see which area you need to grow. For me, is actually, I must not let my brain rule my heart rule my brain. I must let my brain rule my heart, because all the time I'm always using my heart to judge people, to do things, and I always get into a wrong situation where money is concerned, actually, you know. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Give money to the wrong person and you don't get it back. So I must be a little bit careful on that area, where to spend the apples on and who the deserving person is, rather than just being out of my heart, you know. So that's what I need to learn. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I switch off my video because you seems to carry my video so just now.
I know. It's disturbing.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Another gems that you have shared. Definitely what she has mentioned is she's going to be a beauty in her community, you know, her friends and her relatives, extended friends. What a wonderful heart she has. Make things right for some of her friends, making it right for them. Wonderful. Yes, some of us need to be stronger in our heart because our heart is soft. So well taken. Thank you. I know you have a plan. I know you have something in store. So thank you. Thank you.
And I'm really blessed to have all of you as my friends, actually. Even
Yes.
that 97 is more than worth that, you know.
Yeah, I say 97, just to know you is so precious, just to know us.
Yeah.
John. Oh, did I mute? Yeah, you are host. Yes, John, if you can unmute. Yes, okay.
Is it my turn?
Your turn, yes.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure. Thank you, thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm very happy to be here today. Missed a couple times recently, but I can be here today, and I'm very happy to be here. And I always love to support this group in particular, these folks, you folks, and myself included. I consider myself a part of this group. And you know, I'm listening to everybody, and it's very inspiring. And I always, you know, I always wait till later. Of course, I don't raise my hand right away. Sometimes, what am I going to say? I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, like, somebody said, "Hey, John, please come on and give a share with us." I said, "Well, definitely, I have to say hello or something." So I'm just going to say, I am here as I usually am to support all of you, and I'm ready. I'm not waiting. I mean, we're going, and ONPASSIVE is going. And what I'm hearing today is very inspiring. I always say this, you know, what do I have to say when I hear what everybody else has to say? It's so good, from Dr. Derek to Tina, and I'm so happy to see Tina again today. I haven't said hello to her for a while, a good friend, and she's here today, looking good and feeling better, and giving us all the right words to inspire us all. And Dr. Benny, oh, you got me. That was wonderful, your share. And just on and on, everybody. The lady that just spoke, was it what was her name? Marie was, I'm sorry. The lady that just finished, that was wonderful. And that's about all I have to say, other than this is good, and this group is good, and ONPASSIVE is good, and we're all in a good place, and we are going. You know, there's nothing to wait for. It's happening. We're launched. And I also I just want to say, finally, I would say, you know, I'm happy to hear everyone here. Mostly, what are we thinking about right now? It's not about the apples or, you know, I can't wait now. We're going to go and we're all going to have those apples. Everybody's talking about, oh, bless, basically, or where our hearts are, or where are we thinking, where are we going to go? Where do we want to go? This is what I'm hearing mostly today. And that is what inspires me the most. We're not, you know, we're not sitting here waiting because I can't wait to have more apples, the apples fall. And I'm not hearing that. And that makes me very happy. So all of you, you're all in the right place. You're all saying the right stuff, and we're ready to go. So that's all I have for today. I'm just happy to be here with everybody.
Wonderful. You know, what you just said is going where ONPASSIVE is going. That's the right direction, isn't it? Short, but you see, you're giving us the direction. Go where ONPASSIVE is going. Thank you, John. And of course, always nice to see you. And Singapore loves you. We make you a citizen now. Okay, Jeannie, thank you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Jeannie from Singapore, and I think we have met, most of us have met before because you've been attending our platform, either Tuesday or Thursday. And we are all here for what today? We are all here to listen to our heart.
Yes, wow.
We are here to listen to our hearts, right? Because I mean, Dr. Derek and all that has shared a lot of nuggets about ONPASSIVE. He has made us understand so much more and so much in depth about ONPASSIVE. So for those of the people who are still sleeping out there, wake them up from their slumber. I think they have to wake up. They do not know what is in their hands, what is in all the founders' hands. And there are people who are still not moving to the OES. And like what Francis is doing every Tuesday, and Dr. Derek as well, and many other leaders, they are all trying very hard to help those people move into the OES so that we can all move along together. We don't want to leave anybody behind. And what are we all here for? Every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every other time where we join other platforms, you know? So we are all here because we want to move together, and we want to know what's the latest update so that we can help people who are still sleeping or in their slumber, and we can pass them the information, the updated information. We don't want to be passing on the wrong things. So, like I said, I'm back here again, and we are going to share our heart, right? So tonight, because most of you have already shared so much motivation, so I think enough of motivation. I'm just, going to share my heart tonight.
Wow.
Yeah. So Mabel has already given us the questions, right? What are you going to do about the apples? I mean, when it comes, and what do you need to accomplish? So as for me, I have already been thinking about this many weeks ago, but of course, I'm waiting for the right time to share. So now I'm here, I'm sharing. And okay, I have already identified different countries, of the countries that I really wish to help and to bless. Because ONPASSIVE is going to bless us without even thinking. Look at what Mr. Ash Mufareh has done for all of us. He has a big heart, so big that he's sharing it with 1.4 million people out globally. He don't even know us, right? So for me, I'm very thankful. I'm very glad. And I thank God for him and for his heart. So right now, of course, for my heart, I would really want to, you know, and when I joined ONPASSIVE, I heard Mabel was the one who presented to me, you know, and then when I shared ONPASSIVE, when I joined ONPASSIVE, I heard about OBLESS. There's one part that she talked about OBLESS, and that attracted me. That's why immediately I joined her within less than like 15 minutes into the presentation, right, Mabel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But of course, she is not my sponsor. My sponsor is Wendy. Wendy Yo. I'm not sure if she's here today.
I think she's here. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to thank Wendy for sharing this platform with me. Yeah. And I'm grateful that I have met Mabel, Faith, and Wendy, and then together we are here, you know, every Thursday, every Tuesday, and so on. And then when these countries that I mentioned that I have already identified, when the apples come, and this is what I really want to do. I have been doing this all along for many, many years already. And I'm very glad that my husband is also with me. His heart is also to do all this work, to do, I mean, God's work. We want to do God's work. We want to be able to bless countries, the underprivileged children. We want to set up some orphanage. I don't know, but maybe this is just a thought. Maybe set up some orphanage, maybe set up those food for the poor, where we can bless them, we can feed them, we feed the poor. And also we want to be traveling around, you know, the globe to different countries where they need help. Maybe there are countries who need education, and we may not be able to stay there, you know, full time, because we need to help many others. So what we can do is travel to different countries that we have identified, starting with one at a time, and we can teach the local people there, the local maybe pastors or people who are helping out in the church, where they themselves, we teach them and they go and teach the rest. And then we move on to the next and to the next, and then we come back to them again and to check it out whether they're doing okay, you know. And of course, with all of us globally, we can put our heads together. For all of us who share the same heart and who wants to do the same kind of work together, we can always come together, you know. And this is what I like about what we are doing now. We are Zooming, we are getting to know everybody from all over the world. And all over the world now, wherever we go, we have friends, right? We can call, hey, hi, John, I'm in US now. Can you meet me? We can do this, we can do that. I can go to, you know, Cameroon. I can go to UK. I can go anywhere, you know, and Canada as well. So I can do that. And I'm very glad that I'm in ONPASSIVE. Yes. And also the other thing I would like to do is I would like to bless missionaries and pastors. And in fact, my husband and I, we have the same heart. We are always looking out for pastors and missionaries who travels. So each and every time they come by Singapore, you know, or even if they don't come by, my husband has a heart. So he usually will, two of us, we would want to bless them. So as and when we feel that we want to bless, and we will just do it. So I'm very sure now with ONPASSIVE and with the massive apples that's coming in, wow, I think there are a lot more that I can really do, or we can really do, and all of us can really do. So let's put our hearts together and let's come together, and if we share the same heart, let's do it. All right. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening to me.
Wonderful.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow. You know, if there's a fire inside each one of us, if over, you know, when Mr. Ash Mufareh does ONPASSIVE, grows ONPASSIVE, continue to reveal ONPASSIVE, and then there's one thing founders need to do, ECHO, is what do you call, beta testing. You know, we are told we need to beta test all the time. Every time new products come, get ready, beta testing. But other than that, our meetings, our webinar will be about what we want to do, how we can grow ourselves. Really, you know, when we hear Jeannie tells us where the apples go, this is where she's sharing her heart. She already told you, I am sharing you my heart. And this is what, if we can come together and share the heart, I think it's time I will hold Muhammad side for 5 minutes, and probably I will share my balance of maybe 10 slides. And there is one slide I think I will share. You know, when Jeannie share her heart, we are being vulnerable because we are sharing things that we do not know whether we can accomplish or not. Really, this is being very vulnerable. So I will share a little bit about where my heart is leading, and allow me to share. So Muhammad, just hold on 5 minutes. After that, after Muhammad, maybe Kumaran, you will help us. And after Kumaran, if there anyone else. So let me share where this is. Just a minute. So this is where I stop. And it's probably now about mindset. Mindset. What really is about mindset today we talk about? How do we move forward? This is what I prepared. It's about belief. Where we go, how do we continue with ONPASSIVE? It's basically these three things: belief, never give up, and then patience. And we have this, we were passing around these slides to say that good things come to those who believe, better things come to those who are patient, and the best thing comes to those who never give up. You know, so it's about believing, cannot give up, and then patience. A lot of us today shared about reviving our hopes and dreams. This is where we don't give up. Believing what? Believing what? First thing, believing the means, and the means is actually ONPASSIVE. All of us have got something we want to do, believing in ONPASSIVE, which is the means, if I can be direct, where the apples come, and much more than the apples, when the platform comes, the OES is also one of the great means. And of course, believing in our destiny, which is OY. So believing in ONPASSIVE, because that's the means, the way is going to achieve, and the destiny, our destiny, believing in our destiny, believing in our hope. So someone shared this. A person's most beautiful asset is not the head full of knowledge, but a heart full of love. A ear ready to listen, and a hand willing to help others. The heart is a good one, Patricia. So if you put the heart and the head together, you'll be a strong one. And the means is that ONPASSIVE is a done deal. Our success is by design and on purpose, given to us by God through a man called Mr. Ash Mufareh, whose heart is so big, like what is already shared. He shared with us, people who he does not know, but he shared with us his greater vision, and that is to make the world a better place. So why wait? Why believe? Why persevere? Why? The answer is in your why. We need a strong why. That why is your passion. And this is what I presented last week. Those who still don't believe, the refund is still available. Okay, we will not stretch that. But the why, your why, is the very reason why we are here. The vision is also the mission. And here I will, we have a lot to share. There are many perspectives that we can enter into developing mindset. Okay, So allow me at this point, when you talk about vision, mission, let's talk about the vision of ONPASSIVE. Oh, before I go to the vision of ONPASSIVE, which is the song that Francis Tay's brother shared with us. But here, before I finish my slide, is I need to make some announcement. There is a new update about having a short form to getting password if you don't have your password. So this one is actually all over already, but on this webinar, we still need to know. If you forget your password, there is a shorter way of getting it. And then, of course, this Saturday, the next slide will tell you the timing. The corporate webinar will be updating us with lots of info, password reset, global live date, some of these things. And so the corporate webinar is here, Singapore, Malaysian. Take note, it is our Sunday morning, 12:45 and 1:15 p.m. 12:45 to watch the digital lights coming from Dubai or Burj Khalifa again, and the webinar with Mr. Ash Mufara at 1:15 Sunday morning, which is our Chinese Lunar New Year first day. It's a big day, but the corporate webinar is bigger. Hallelujah. Okay, let me play this song. Let me play this song. Yes, correct. This is composed by Taylor Tay, Francis' brother. This is the vision and mission of ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE, ONPASSIVE. Hallelujah. Thank you, Taylor. And the next thing I want to share is, let me curse. Okay, I said this slide, I was hesitating to share or not. This one I shared last week, not talk about it. One of when the apples come, where my apples will go is I want to build a safe haven for all the strays, animals, cats and dogs in Singapore. You know, sometimes people are saying, oh, human beings are more important, you know, pets are not important. But sometimes to each their own calling, to each their own calling. So my first love, my first passion is still the helpless, voiceless animals. So if I can build a safe haven where all the strays can be put in this place. This is where this is the passion God gives to me. You can't fault me for that, you know. So this is where my first apples will go. But of course, it need not be accomplished. It can be simultaneously. What you see in this picture is also something where my heart is drawn towards. I'm being vulnerable, as Jeannie shared where the apples will go. It's a big calling, Jeannie, you know, going to countries and doing all this. So we are just being open, vulnerable to share, and we just share what our heartbeat is, but it is God who accomplishes it through us. What you see this picture, and there are many, many pictures, is that I'm drawn to the refugees. I know Malaysian has their refugees, but my encounter years ago is actually the Syrian refugees. And they have been millions, and not 1, 200, millions of them, a whole nation made homeless. They have a home, a beautiful home, and overnight you see them carrying whatever their hands can carry down the desert road, finding a no home. So I'm just being vulnerable. I'm just sharing with you actually where my heart goes if I have the apples. And this is something beyond Mabel Chan, beyond me. This is not to be done by a one person, but I'm just being vulnerable to share with you that my heart goes out to all these refugees made homeless overnight. And it's been years that they don't have a proper home over their heads. So I just want to be vulnerable. I just want to share so that others in the weeks and months will come forth to share, no matter how big and impossible your dream is, just share, because with a lid, a fire can erupt. So let me stop share. And as I said, I'm just being vulnerable. This is not something I can do or one person can do, but maybe collectively, ONPASSIVE Global can do something for the millions of refugees made homeless for no good reason, and they're made just homeless. So let me get Kamal. I thought Muhammad Said was up. Yes. Kamal, can you share? Then we look for Muhammad Said and then Kumaran, and we'll close thereafter.
Hello.
Sorry, Kamal. Let me see.
Muhammad Said is back.
Yeah. Okay, Muhammad Said, then Kamal. I just made Kamal co-host.
Okay. I want to thank God for giving us the opportunity to meet again. Thank you so much for welcoming us, Team Passion, and on the behalf of all the Somali community that joined this training. Since Abdi is not here today, I think he's missing out, so I had to take this opportunity to take the responsibility to share my heart out. And usually I'm kind of behind his scene always, and I'm very excited to be here. I want to thank you, Mabel, for putting together those amazing slides. In ONPASSIVE, the what on the rest of the panelists were sharing was, what are the passion and what are you gonna do when the apples start floating in? I know before you help yourself, you cannot help no one. And I think the mindset itself is something that we have to think about. The way our mind is designed as a human, we like to achieve things fast and we don't trust the process. But the beauty about ONPASSIVE, especially with me, my journey is nearly 2 years now. I joined it 2021, August 14, kind of getting there. What I learned is patience, team building, networking, and creating a family across the globe. Like every country you go to, you run to probably 1 or 2 individuals that know about ONPASSIVE. And as the world is moving to a new year, there were a lot of challenges. There were a lot of humanitarian activities that need to be done. And ONPASSIVE is all about humanity. And that's what Ash is showing us with his generous heart. That's why we have 1.4 million founders in this platform, and it's growing, as everybody knows. And one thing that is just so dear to my heart as a young man growing up, I came from refugee. I was in refugee in Kenya, so I was born in Ethiopia. Then after that, we immigrated to Canada. And one thing I learned is the value of water. I think that the whole life of human being and everything that we grow, it kind of like comes around water. And one of the projects that I am aiming to undertake, and hopefully with the God's help, when the apples start floating in, is to build a well, fountain, just, little something to leave behind when I leave this place called Earth. And that's what I'm looking forward to. And I hope we stay in good health and everybody gets there to achieve this dream of achieving all those apples. And I just want to thank you, all of you, for this amazing opportunity, especially Francis, Maple, and I cannot mention everyone. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Wonderful. Thank you. You see, you're sharing, you're going to dig a well. Wonderful. Yeah, just share. Just share your heart and it will take place. Everything comes by first opening your mouth. Yes, but we are being bold and vulnerable. Kamal? After Kamal, Kumaran, you ready? Okay, Kamal.
Yes, hi, Mabel.
Yes.
How are you, Mabel?
Wonderful, wonderful, Kamal.
Hi, everyone. Good to hear you, and thank you for this opportunity. Giving me a chance to talk. Yeah, it's very nice. Okay, ONPASSIVE, yeah, amazing ONPASSIVE, yeah. So when I heard this, the opening of the metro station and all this stuff is mind-blowing. It's really mind-blowing. And I've never heard of a company, all this while, or whatever company I've been in, coming this far as to, opening up a metro station with their name and the branding. I was shocked. I was totally shocked. And I get really motivated because this company is really doing wonders, really magic, and the people in it, we are in ONPASSIVE, we are very gifted. We are super gifted. And I don't understand why people don't understand this. It's very sad to say that, people are getting impatient. What's that to be impatient about? Just this is amazing company is doing all this for the people, and with just, people saying it's just $97 and there's nothing to complain about. Just be patient, do whatever work you're doing. Nobody's stopping you from doing something else. Do your daily routine things and just wait and just follow with the company and just go with the flow. This is mind blowing. This company is really wonderful. We're so excited to be in ONPASSIVE. And of course everybody is waiting for the fruits, of course. And then a lot of people are saying that, no, when I get the fruits and I apples, fruits, apple, yeah, okay, the money. So when we get the money, and then everybody is saying that, okay, I will do this, do that. But when the real money comes in, are you people really going to do that? I tell you, you're going to panic, man. You're going to panic. You don't know what you're going to do with the money. You're like, you see, this is your lifestyle now. And then you get this chunk of money and this coming, and you're going to panic. Oh my God, what am I going to do with the money? You straight away, of course, people, we are human, human beings. Straight away say, okay, I'm staying this house. I got the money. Let me get a bigger house. Or I'm driving this car. Let me get a bigger car. There's a mindset of every people. Like people like Ash Mufari, hey, how many of us can be like Ash with a very broad mind? Not much people, he has a vision, but like us, we say a lot of things. Yes, of course, it's nice to hear when we say, I'm going to do this, do that, but I really can do that. So if you ask me what you're going to do when the money comes, I have a lot of plans, but I don't want to say it. I'm a person who does it and then say, okay, let the world see I'm doing something. I let the people help Thai neighbor first, help your neighbor first, help your family, your friends, your relatives, and then you go a step further. Maybe the people around you, you definitely see our people around you in your own country having a lot of problems. Help them first. You know, I have a native people from India. You know, no, I have people. I see all these people. I might do something for them also. You know, so it's nice to say, you know, so many things, but can you do it when the money comes? So my thinking is that, you know, so but before that, before whether the money comes or not, I'm very proud to be in ONPASSIVE, and I'm very proud to tell people that, hey, I'm from ONPASSIVE, I'm an ONPASSIVE, you know, I'm a brand ambassador, and it's going to blow everybody's mind. ONPASSIVE is going to be top of the world, and it's going to shock everyone. Even I tell so many from my friends, they look down, no such thing, man. Are you sure? This kind of thing. They're going to get a big blow. Why? Because we people in it, we are patient, and we can see something which what they don't see, you know. And I believe it's going to change our life to the max. Is you can never imagine what is going to be in the world, your life going to be in this world, you know. And with all the money coming in, if you can, you know, really do like what I heard all these people say and what these people are saying, if they really can do that, God bless you. I'm very happy if they can do that. So that's my saying.
Yes.
Thanks, Mabel. Thanks.
Thank you for sharing. Yes, indeed. Some can do for those who speak out their passion. Definitely, it's not about boasting or waiting to fall flat on our words, but sometimes your words will remind yourself. What you speak out, your words will remind yourself, and out of your mouth, speaker. So, and this is family, and we have known each other for a long time now. We have this webinar for many, many months, coming to what, many months, 1 year, 2 years, at least more than 12 months, 14 months, more than 1 year. Yes, many, long time. We are family. We have known each other for week after week, and we are just sharing family passion.
Yes, yes, Mabel. I was just, no hard feelings. I was just speaking my mind.
No, because it is true. There are many people, you know, come out. There are many people who dare not share because they are worried they can't accomplish. Yes, so no apology. We well understand why some are not sharing, and we are encouraging people to share.
Yes, thank you.
No matter how huge, like when I share about the Syrian, it's beyond me. I'm just sharing what touches my heart to see people just made homeless overnight, and actually, if the world come together, they can do something. But we are
if the world leaders really takes care of this own country, you won't see homeless people.
Yes. So we're not
very sad.
We're gonna maybe God is calling the 1.4 million of us, but eventually there will be more than 1.4 million, because the customers, the resellers, will have heart to join us too. So it's from the 1.4 that will grow to 2.8, and that will grow. And you just see what one person, Mr. Ash Mufara, has done for 1.4 million of us.
Yes, true.
So the 1.4 million of us can do something significant.
Sure.
So we can move mountains, really.
If we can just follow 1% of Mr. Ash, just 0.5% of Mr. Ash, we can have a better place.
Yes, correct. Yeah, yes. And so moving forward in the weeks ahead, I know we try to accomplish and put in as many people as possible. Faith hasn't spoken, Sharon hasn't spoken, Caleb hasn't spoken, many people have not spoken, but we have the weeks ahead to share our heart, like what Jeannie says, share her heart. So let's get Kumaran, Jeannie, you close, Kumaran, you share, and then Jeannie will help us close this wonderful night.
Okay.
Hi, can you hear Mabel?
Yes.
Because it's heavy rain here.
Wow.
And my children asked me to sit in the porch. I cannot sit inside the room because they want to study. Okay, come back to me. my sharing is almost very late, but then I will make it very simple. Okay, two things I want to share. One is the apple, one is my oblast. Okay, let me start with the oblast first. And the reason as a normal, I just joined ONPASSIVE just as a invest. But then after joining Singapore Zooms, where every week they are sharing the reason and all the mission, and I got crystal clear about all black. So let me share a few findings from me in Malaysia. Okay. Let me share. Okay. Can see my screen?
Yes, Ken.
All right. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm from Indian community. When even I'm in Malaysia, I'm the 4th generation. My grandfather was here. My father was born here, and I'm the 3rd generation. I already have children here. But when you Google, when you Google the Malaysian Indian problems, you can see that 34 million problems, you know, in Google itself, 34 million. But then the percentage in Malaysia, about 7 million, we are saying here, Indians. So a lot of problems. And let me see, I'm not going to share all the problems, but I'm just going to highlight a few problems that are happening in Malaysia, okay, that we are facing in the Indian community. Let me. Okay, see our population is about less than most of the family here in you know. Okay, these are the findings about. We have about 41% of children beggars are Indians here in Malaysia. We have a 54, you know, Indian people work in plantation labor. Okay, 1 to every 12 Indian children don't have attend primary school, and 2.6 million Indian people are in the bottom of the income ladder, and in the property market, let's say we Indians we want to go in rental rooms, you know, the children for studies. We have problems, you know, to get rooms because of the what do you call the way that our been you know, our image in Malaysia, even is more, is we are living in the 2023, but then these are the problems we are facing. And you see, crime punishment, 80% of Indians are in Tamil. We have Telugu, you know, Malayali here, but then the criminal offense, about 71% of criminals in Malaysia are Indian, and gangsterism, and we are independent already about 65 years already in Malaysia. But then the problem is facing here. We don't have a proper leadership. I can put it that way. We don't have a proper leadership, and this is one of the Parliament ex-member, Charles Santiago. He was sharing. It is this is from, you can Google and you can Wiki Impact. There you can see all this the sharing I do. It is important to remember that many of these children came from B40 low income group, where education is the only way out, but then instead they are kept trapped by apartheid system. This is happening because here in Malaysia, we have the quota system, where we don't have a proper, even the students who are getting flying colors, but then they cannot continue because we don't have the proper financially not support and you know the quota system here in Malaysia. Okay, this is the poetry. All this is you can get it from Google, right? And 4 in 10 Indian students, they drop out from reaching the higher education in Malaysia. So all this, and the best part, when you put Indian population, you can find it in Google itself, but Indians are 3rd largest ethnic group in Malaysia, but they are still fighting for their rights. This is you can Google, and it's not me, I'm telling you know, you can find all this information in Google. Okay, all right. So stop sharing. All right. So my mission was very clear. I got a clear picture that I want to help my community, but then financially I was not ready. I'm not steady, not there. But then when I saw the opportunity given by our CEO about the apples, where the blessed come in, then I get a clear picture. And that's where I started sharing with my community in Indian Tamils here in Malaysia, where the response slowly grown with the support from our Zoom meetings by Dr. Bill William and Mabel. It really pushed me to assist me, and I have a clear picture what I'm going to do to the community later when the apples comes, and I slowly grow my team from I'm personally alone, and I have about more than 300 people in my team that where I can work together and support my community in Malaysia, the Indian community. Basically, it's for the education purpose where they need the support, and this is my vision. And the second one, the apple. Okay. The third question, right, Mabel? You're asking what am I going to do? What happens? Okay, that is what I'm going to do. But then I'm not going to wait for the, you know, we have about 4. Okay, this is for education purpose. Disclaimer, I'm telling you this disclaimer. This is for education purpose only.
Yes.
You do your own findings. Okay, this is from my finding, what I'm sharing now. We are basically having about 4 income that comes from our ONPASSIVE. The first one is from the branding done by our company, you know, during the World Cup, during the Dubai advertisement there in Dubai, and now from the metro station, the LRT, MRT stations. Okay, all this will come under us when the company, the ONPASSIVE, they put it under us. That is our passive income. Okay. The second one is where when we our own domain and we can have the own mall, own shop, where we can personally advertise our own business there. So that is another income that we can generate, right? That is the second income. The third income, like what Michael Williams shared, that you buy when you have extra apples, you buy old traffic, where you can enhance our income. So that is a third income. And the fourth one is when the link comes in, when everyone have their link, personal link, that's where we start sharing. Okay, and I'm very crystal clear. Let me share the screen again. Okay, let me share the screen again. Okay. Mabel, how to take out, move out from here?
X out,
okay,
X. There's an X on your top right.
Okay. Okay. Okay, this is my own.
Taxis don't like.
Okay, this is my own. Okay, I never wait for to start sharing. This I do myself. These are the books I open myself, and I start sharing about ONPASSIVE. And this is my daughter, and she's a founder also. Sometimes she will come and help me. You can see on top there, IT solution. This is actually my link that I share with people. Okay, So like what Dr. Derek said, this is your company. You do yourself, you don't wait. So these are the things I do. And this is what I do when I do in the booth to share with, we just on the TV and, play the World Cup, our videos. So, okay. Okay. So I don't wait, because for me to help my community, I need not few apples, I need a lot of apples. So, and what we're going to do when we have the link, you can't be sharing. So the time now when the time, the time we're waiting, not to say we're waiting, like what Dr. Derek say, we help to help the cooking, we participate, right? So I'm doing my homework, I'm getting all the leads so that I can easily, when I have the link, easily can just distribute for all my contacts and get my visibility. So I'm already in the future. I'm so crystal clear about my vision. So this is what I do. And one more thing, whenever I feel down, or I motivate myself by listening to this one what do you call? Okay, let me share.
Taxis don't like Uber, hotels don't like Airbnb, bookstores don't like Amazon, cinemas don't like Netflix, banks don't like Bitcoin. Every innovation which has power to disrupt. Taxis don't like Uber, hotels don't like Airbnb, bookstores don't like Amazon, cinemas don't like Netflix, banks don't like Bitcoin. Every innovation which has power to disrupt is just like in the beginning. But we all know that people who understand and are willing to take the risk at the right time in the future technology, they are the ones who are often rewarded in life. The best time to invest in the technology was yesterday. The second best time is today. Invest and be willing to take the risk today.
Okay. Can you see, I'm sure people, you all can understand what I'm trying to share. Okay. There's a paradigm shift is happening, right? A paradigm shift is happening. We are the pioneers. As a founder, we already, yesterday itself we joined. The future are the customers going to come. So, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to put the word, but I think you all can understand what I'm trying to say. So be positive. Let's cook together.
Wow.
That's all. Thank you, Mabel.
Wow.
All right. That's all.
I like what he said. He's already living in the future. He is already living as if the apples are here. And one thing is that even when you open your booth, you think you are exposing your company. Actually, you are sharing the benefits of ONPASSIVE with the public already. So that is really fun. The first fruits coming in. So this is another person sharing his heart. It's a big achievement, but fear not. Really, tonight, we really did something what I wanted to do all these months, and that is to bring us to the point where we become vulnerable to share our goal, our big dream, our passion. And we did it. We did it with some of us. So in the weeks ahead, let's ignite the fire within us. And one thing I want to say, no matter how big the goal, be it the entire Indian community in Malaysia, or the Syrians refugees, or the Malaysian refugees, or even what Ginny has shared, fear not about the apples, because we have all blessed. If you would know how to propose what you want to do, can you imagine 1.4 million of us each just give $10? Can you give $10, all founders, brand ambassadors? Can you just give $10 of what you have seen in the All Blessed? Do you know overnight you get 10 million? Do you know 10 million, we can do a lot of things. If each can give $100, you overnight get 100 million for a good cause, just for one cause, just by what you are able to write and share with the all founders community, the 1.4 million of us. That is our empowerment. So can I get Jeannie to help us close? I know I have spoken enough. Jeannie, help us close. And who else would like to? Yep, Jeannie, you see how we close tonight. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. Thank you, Mabel. Thank you, Kumaran. That is very mind-blowing, and really you are a visionary. You are following Ash Mufarah's footsteps. You're moving ahead of time, and I think that's very good, because you're already looking into the future. You're already preparing yourself because you know what you want to do. So your heart is to help the Indian community, and you are already preparing the way. I applaud you. Yeah, great job, great job. Yeah, and we are learning. So we are learning from everyone tonight. Those who have shared their hearts with us, really, we are learning from every single one. And like I shared earlier, I mean, yeah, like what Mabel said and like what Kamal said, really, we do not know whether we can really accomplish what we have shared. But if this is what our heart wants, let's start from here. We start with a step at a time. Let's take the first step. Let's plan for it, like what Kumaran has done. He's taken the first step and he's planning for what he wants to do for his people. So for all of us, it's the same. You know, don't be afraid, like what Mabel said. Don't be afraid. Just, you know, share your passion, share your heart, and of course to yourself. You can always note it down. If you don't want to share, you write it down. Note down what you really want to do. And as we move along and as we come together every Thursday to share our hearts, if we have following sessions, continue. Are we going to continue this, Mabel? Every Thursday?
As appropriate, because sometimes we have announcement from corporate that will take up time. Yep.
Yeah. So we can continue.
Basically, this is how we want to continue to encourage one another.
Yes, and I think this platform is good because we put our hearts together, we put our minds together, and also like what Mabel says, you know, we have this OBLESS platform, right? If we have this project that we want to fulfill, and we need help, and we cry out for help, or we share it, I'm sure there will be hearts that are with us, you know, and hearts that will be touched, and they may just throw in $5, $10, doesn't matter. Even if you throw in $1, we have 1.4 million founders. We have $1.4 million, you know, so don't be afraid, just share. And who knows, you know, the apple will just come in from the OBLESS, and everyone is willing to throw you $1, $2, $5, $10, doesn't matter. Yeah, I think Kumaran has the hand up. Kumaran, you want to continue? You want to share something?
Yes, Jeannie.
Yeah, please
I just missed one thing. This is what I noticed in the back office. Let me share. Okay. I don't know whether you all notice or not. Okay. Right. Okay. When we sign on, right? When we sign on to the OES, when we go to the wallet, this thing will appear. You know, your affiliation link. Start earning today. You all notice or not? This one will come less than few seconds, it will disappear. Then it will go to coming soon. So that means from my finding, they are ready. ONPASSIVE is already ready. Only that they don't want to let us to know. Maybe are they waiting for the right time to do everything. So we are getting near. This is we never noticed this. I never noticed this earlier, but this few days. We can see the one will come. When you log in, you quickly it will appear, then after that it will disappear. Then it will say coming soon, coming soon. So get ready, guys. The apple coming.
Thank you, Kumaran.
It's going to coming soon.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank Thank you, Kumaran. You're very sharp. Okay, Tina, Sister Tina.
I just want to carry on. Kumaran, I know you're always involved. So those people who are involved will know that what's happening exactly. And the thing is, just remember everyone, last time we used to talk about the KYC is all gone. So your wallet will be just activated for you. So that is the reason why you're seeing all this flashing things that's going on. So get ready.
Yes, Miss Yasmin. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, I know you are closely sorry about that. Let's remind ourselves for the next time brainstorming. What have we learned from the system of Ash Mufarah, bonding us together in a common interest while waiting the apples? What can we do as our legacy and contribute to change the world when it comes to Opolis? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Yasmin. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. So as per what Mr. Kumaran has just mentioned, I heard, I was listening to this 360 from, I think Mr. Ash came on and said something like he's throwing a lot of hints. You know, there's a lot of nuggets that's coming. So let's wait for this Sunday. And I'm sure there's going to be something on. So whoever you are and all of us here, let's go to our system, our own back office, not back office, what do you call that? Our platform. Okay, let's go in and visit. Okay, and watch out for little details like what Kumaran has done. Let's pay attention, and then let's wait for Sunday. So I'm sure there's going to be another big surprise. So thank you, everyone. Yeah. So I think, yeah, that's all that I want to share. Miss Tina, your hand is still up. You have something else to say? No. Okay. How about Mabel or Faith?
Yes.
Any last words?
Next week, you want to share? Okay, she wants to share. Okay, go.
Okay, come on, Faith.
I just want to say, 恭喜发财, everybody. I'll speak next week. Thank you, everybody.
Oh yeah.
What is 恭喜发财 for our global friends?
Means what?
What is 恭喜发财?
Wish you good luck, is it?
More money to come.
Wish you.
Wish you
more money to
prosperity.
Come.
Wish you prosperity.
Yeah.
Wish you prosperity.
Okay.
That's one of our Chinese wishing.
That's our Chinese New Year coming this 22nd.
Greetings,
of January. That will be the first day of Chinese New Year.
This Sunday.
And we'll be celebrating Chinese New Year for 15 days.
Yeah.
We only have 3 days. No, 2 days holiday, right? Malaysia has 3 days, right? Malaysia,
4 days.
4 days. Malaysia has
Singapore
4 days.
3 days.
Yeah, Singapore 3 days.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Can I have the last word? Can I have the last?
Yes.
Just remember that what the very first Burj Khalifa, the topic is the top. Okay, it's an acronym for us all to remember that we are truly happy enablers, trusting on passive purpose. That's what we are. We are the top.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are the top.
From
Thank
top
you.
to top.
Thank you, Tina.
Thank you, everyone. There are many others.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here with us tonight. And we really appreciate all your sharing.
Yes.
Yeah. So good night.
Yes.
Bye.
Let's get more
Happy
to
New Year
share.
to everybody. Happy New Year and a
everyone. Happy New Year.
Good night, good morning, good afternoon, all my sisters and brothers from all over the world. Lovely to meet you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you. See you tonight. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.